Hello guys, my name is Anna and I'm an ordinary Ukrainian who started vlogging after the brutal Russian invasion. Because I believe the world needs to know more about Ukraine, and I continue vlogging as unfortunately this war continues, because I believe we cannot forget about Ukraine and what is happening here. If you're new to the channel, join our community and help us fight informational war too. And with each day I understand how important this battle too. In my today's video, perhaps I will be a bit emotional, but as you are my friends, I honestly consider you my friends, I see a need to open about some issues that really worry me. But I will start with the most emotional, tragic thing that happened recently, that is an attack on Nova Poshta in Ukrainian. This is a postal logistics terminal in Kharkiv region. When you go through war, you receive a lot of bad news daily, and actually you are in this negative mood background constantly. So even if you are optimistic, you enjoy your coffee, I don't know, a conversation or a trip, you always have this background that I can only compare to, I don't know, an illness in your family or something like that. And some events still cause more emotions because of your personal memories, attitudes, and it was this with Nova Post destruction, because Nova Post is one of the most successful Ukrainian startup businesses. It appeared not that long ago, maybe less than 10 years ago, as a business of 2 or 3 men who were not rich, who were ordinary middle-class Ukrainians, and decided to offer an alternative to classic national postal offices that were always very bureaucratic, very slow, and somehow beginning with very simple things like passing parcels and boxes with the help of ordinary buses and other stuff, they grew into a multi-million business. And they are very open, they have good this is a kind of business that is famous, known in Ukraine. They don't have oligarchs beside them, they are not part of political movements or anything. They had lots of good initiatives, they are sustainable, and there are always many good young people working there. Just like I can compare, I don't know, I'm not aware of work in McDonald's, but that could be something like that, the first career for many good people. And typically you go to Nova Post to get your online purchases or something good. So whenever I go there, I have positive emotions, I meet positive people, they are super digital, everything is simple, and you feel really positive about that. And learning that that terminal was destroyed, killing 6 people and injuring 17, felt really bad. If you support Ukraine, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, hit the bell button, because some weird things are happening on the channel and I will remind you of that in the end of this video. So 6 people died during this attack in Kharkiv region. It was close to 10 p.m. when Russia targeted them from Belgorod region, which is really close to Kharkiv. And this is the answer to the question that many receive: why didn't they hide? Why did they continue working when it was an air raid alert? The missile travels very quickly from Belgorod to Kharkiv if it is S-300. So literally, honestly, you cannot hide. You don't have enough time for that. You don't have enough time to leave the place and find the bomb shelter. We have to realize that it's not always about training, it's not always about having bomb shelters. War is very brutal, very dynamic, very quick, and sometimes there is no way to escape. Sometimes air raid alerts do not manage to catch the missiles. Sometimes missiles are like, Russians are working hard to make it difficult to trace the missiles. So it is not that like there is a way to avoid everything. No, unfortunately, no matter how smart, well-trained you are, all of the Ukrainians are in danger. And please don't forget about that. Today, Nova Post released the names and birth dates of people who died in the result of this attack, and the oldest one was 31 and the youngest one 21. So as I have mentioned, this is a kind of first job for many good young Ukrainians who stay here and who are they are very polite. I like this business. And they were working with medical humanitarian aid because this is close to front lines, and many things that you actually donate, or I don't know, some other organizations send to Ukraine, such terminals help to sort, help to deliver. Of course, it is not a military object, it is a purely civilian object where simply teenagers or young people were working, collecting medications and, I don't know, giving out your online purchases. So this is very sad, this is very tragic, and perhaps YouTube does not want me to call it with the bad words, because weird things are happening on the channel, and that's why I so intensively ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe. I've received lots of emails, like 15, of people saying they thought I blocked them or they were unsubscribed, and it looks like something is happening. It's not a typical bot cleaning. Maybe I was too concrete talking about Russia, or something's changed, but I feel vulnerable at this moment. That's why I'm asking you to support the channel if you feel like that, with your subscription, views, and hit the bell button. It helps to receive the updates. Maybe it's a shadow ban, maybe it's something different. I'm trying to contact their support, but so far it was not very good. Also, I receive a lot of emails from people who want to support me, but at the same time tell me, get ready, and all the attention is distracted to the other war and many more problems. I disagree with such things. I do understand people do not intend anything bad, but I think there should be no competition between wars, like which one is more, I don't know, active or more interesting or newer. It's tragic if we approach people's deaths, destructions, and attacks like the one in Nova Poshta in Kharkiv with this approach, because any new war is actually a signal that the world is failing and that we are all in a great danger of a global war, of more authoritarian and terrorist regimes showing up their heads. I try to avoid this word, so maybe that's the one that blocks the channel. Anyway, I don't support this idea that something bad can distract your attention from another bad thing, because it should be the contrary. Like when we see more problems happening, we should be more active, because this is a global problem. This is not happening in Ukraine. I constantly disagree when the news and people try to demonstrate it's happening in Ukraine. Before Russia invaded, nothing that bad happened in Ukraine. We were not asking for help. We were just like living our life, selling our product, teaching our children, drinking our coffee, living our life without spoiling your economies, interfering your policies or something else. So we have to be active when we see that more and more problems happen. Perhaps that's a sign that we are not doing enough. And I speak about myself, I speak about all the people who want to live in the normal world. Thank you once again for being friends. Please help me get up of this trouble. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons, becoming my friends. This is very important. All the links to my Instagram, Threads, Twitter, our merch shop are below this video. And most importantly, don't forget about Ukraine. Слава Україні!